I've been working on this since the day I was born.
It worked flawlessly. I congratulate you.
Thank you.
And you made it exciting by losing on purpose in winners to Dolphin Brick.
Yeah, it was really difficult for me to just decide to throw.
Yeah, that's especially to such a terrible player. So
holy shit!
At what moment in grand finals did you feel like you could take it?
In grand finals,
were you like game 1 of the first set? Where you like, I got this?
It was sometime during game 3.
Game 3.
It was like I took game 2 because I lost game 1, I think, right?
In winner or
in the first set? In the first set,
I think you won 1-1.
I lost game 1 because it was on ethereal
gates. We made
gates.
a joke about game 3. We're in game 2, and I was like, what do you think is going to happen in game 3? And Em's like, it's game 2. I'm like, no, I don't care about game 2.
Yeah, ethereal gates was our first one, and I lost on that, so I banned it the second set. So after I won game 2, I think I landed like a nice combo to death, and I was like, I can do this.
Yeah, your punish game was obviously great. You got a lot off every hit, which
I think that was the best I've ever punished in my life.
It was very good. Every hit was a lot of percent. So do you think the biggest thing that let you kind of get the advantage over Dolphin Brick was your edge guarding and recovery opposed to his? Because your edge guards are very strong, and his weren't, because his answer to most edge guards are bubbles.
Right.
And that's his anti-air as the character, but you can just air parry and then anti-bubble zone.
Well, air parry is really scary against Arcane just because he can do the bubbles at a good enough distance to parry my air parry, and I go into special fall.
Okay,
and
Adam brought that up, but we weren't sure.
I taught D-Brick that when I was at the Tux house before Heatwave.
So
and he started doing it against me on stream.
But he forgot it, apparently.
Well, no, I didn't do it every time because of that.
That's true. You did.
So it's like
you did mix it up. That is true.
And so when you don't do it, you open yourself up to just puddle forward strong, because it's really hard to actually land safely with a clearance up special, because puddle forward strong goes past the hitbox.
Yeah.
That last game, I brought him to Troupple to avoid that, so I could get to the top
both
platform.
games you played were brutal.
Yeah.
They were not great.
It's, I think, her second best stage after Spirit Tree.
It was very convincing games. And at first you guys are just scrapping, because I guess that stage kind of forces you to almost.
Yeah, just kind of
and then
vortexes you in.
It's kind of good for you because you have this thing called a sword. And I pointed out, which is great insight I have. I don't know Claren well, but I thought the sword made a big deal in the matchup.
Yeah, it's pretty important.
It's a little important, right?
If she doesn't have a sword, she only has neutral B. And it's just a grab, but then she can't even hit the person away because she doesn't have the sword.
But you can just keep grabbing, technically.
Yeah, just chain grabs, but then she doesn't have a way to kill. I guess you could do the suicide thing where you pull yourself down.
So
the sword's
really
pretty important.
Doesn't need the sword then.
I think that's why Forsberg does so well too, is because they both have he doesn't have as big of disjoint, but they have that disjoint to deal with Arcane's down tilt specifically in jabs. So it makes him start trying to read jumps a lot more. And I caught on to him in the second to last game. He was starting to read my jumps more, and then I got it to last stock, and he got the edge guard for the kill. And I started not really baiting anything, but just being really, really aware of my jumps in that last game 5, and I think that kind of threw him through a loop. He just wasn't able – because if you watch a lot of our interactions, if he has puddle between us, he jumps and throws out a back air or a nair.
Mm-hmm.
And – it was because I was jumping over his puddle every time, or I was jumping and trying to do a jumping approach, and he was just doing really fast raw back airs or nairs and just kind of taking me out of the air, and he was doing it really well games 3 and 4, and so I think that was a big difference.
So did you consider, you're dabbling with a lot of different characters right now.
Yeah.
Did you consider, after losing winners finals to Brick, trying to get a different character out? Force burn or anything?
I kind of considered, if I lost game 2 of winners finals, that I would try out the ABSA.
You would try ABSA?
Yeah, because I actually ran into one on ranked and beat him in a game of ABSA when I hadn't even warmed up. So I was like, maybe this is the strat, is to play ABSA. And then I took him to the last game on ranked, and it's just online ranked, but it's I got to thinking about it. It's well, he doesn't drift very well in the air, which lets him live forever, but ABSA just kicks you 3 times, and you can't get out of it as Arcane.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then she up airs. It's great.
It's so cool.
So I was considering that, but then when I won game 2, like I said in game 3, that's when I got my confidence.
Felt your momentum.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, obviously, you're an emotional player, as we see with your pop-offs.
Yeah.
Does the crowd, do you think it really built you up, powered you up, or do you think it brought Brick down? Do you think Arizona is bringing Brick down, or do you think it was more bringing you up?
Bringing me up.
I thought so as well.
I don't think people at a top level really get too affected by the cheering. It really powers up mid-level players versus mid-level players, in my opinion. But in terms of just this is my hometown, home state, and it's really good to have your buddies cheering behind you. And same thing happened when I beat Mr. L's at GTX. Stroder got some boys around, and I was up 2-1, but that one game was the most recent one, and L's 3-stocked me. He destroyed me. And so then he got some boys behind him, like, I can do this, and then ended up winning.
And that's important. Like I know LBO, he was trying to figure out his thing. He was trying to listen to music, and when he did his best tournament at like Shine, he's like, I just rocked it. I just listened to the crowd, and I loved it. And his feed's off. Some people just feed off it, and it's really good.
The energy's amazing.
Yeah. Not me.
No?
I gotta be calm and cool. Some people, like, they'll fight someone they don't like or something. They get really intense. I'll lose every time doing that.
If I'm getting tense, it's really a bad thing. It's like I get hyper-focused when I'm playing my best instead of just, like, tensing up. But, like, you can tell, like, the expression on my face changes. But there's, like, a difference between me being nervous and focused to being just, like, where I'm in the zone.
Yeah, and you're just like you're not like it's literally just the screen. Everything blurs away, even your motions of your hand.
When I played against LBO at Heatwave 2, you can see. I think they had the camera on me. I'm not sure, like because they were switching between the two. But if you were to see any recordings of it, you see me going, like I was repeating to myself because my hands were numb. Like this is the only thing that matters because like I was trying to like not think about what happens after the set, trying to keep myself focused on this, trying to avoid like keep the crowd from getting it.
Which is surprisingly can be very hard. Once you get that one thought in your head and you're thinking about anything else, even if it's relative to the match, it's almost over, right?
Right.
Because now you're not just playing. You're like, there's a thought. You have two things going on, your mind and your hands.
Yeah, because you're like, man, if I beat this guy, I get to play for top 8 was like the thing that's like in your head. So I just like had a mantra. I just kept saying it over and over just to myself. And it's little things like that trying to get you focused, I think, are key.
Well, congratulations, sir. Thanks for duping us.
Hey, thanks for coming
making
out,
us
man.
come all the way out to Arizona, drive 5 hours just to watch our player lose.
So here, check this out. Last cut, like if I lose the monthly, I lose money because I donate the $50 pot bonus.
Yeah, that's fair.
So like it's important for me to win too. It's not like it just comes out of the heavens.
I mean, that's true.
Second place normally gets me minus like $14, but third place I experienced that last time I think.
Oof.
Oh. It hurts the wallet, so I kind of go.
That's good motivation for you, right?
Yeah, it's like I gotta win, otherwise I'm not gonna
have dinner tonight. Or how do I want to do this? Well, thank you for running everything as always.
Of course,
you're the man.
It's my pleasure.
Even when you don't win, you're still the man.
Yeah, it's
at Windjammers, at Rivals, and at Life, buddy.
As long as I'm having fun, I don't care if I win or lose, and that's
a great attitude, right? And you guys had a lot of fun the first set. You guys were talking back and forth.
Yeah, we were shit-talking each other a little bit.
I like to see that.
Yeah.
We're all close, so that's always fun.
Yeah, Brick's a great guy. There's in Adam Karras, nudist. Whoa, nudist. I want to see that.
I've seen it. I live with the guy.
In his newest YouTube video, you can see me cuddling with Dolphin Brick. So, of course, we're pretty good buddies. Thank you, Zora.
Thank you.
But yeah. So thank you for driving down. Hopefully there will be some more Friday ones in the future, but be in touch with you on that one.
Absolutely.
Want to make the Tuxedo, Arizona thing
for sure.
A home.
We love it.
Yeah. Get you guys on our PR, too.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I think that'd be sick having some out-of-state people.
If you make me play the game again, I'll be very upset.
I was going to force you to play the game today, but
I thought you were good at it, and I was like, oh, thank God.
I got distracted by a lot of things, but I was going to just like I was going to find a controller.
If you told me to or asked me to, I was going to.
We actually had 16 people without you too, so it worked out.
Oh, okay.
Like we had 17 in the bracket,
if you were like you're playing, I would have been. I was going to fight you. Like, all right,
fine.
At least I got to commentate, and I kind of mentioned this earlier on the stream. It was kind of fun commentating because most of the time when I commentate Arizona, it's not versus other Arizona. So I like seeing you guys fight each other. I mean, out of state, you guys don't want to do that, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
But like here, it's cool to actually see the meta and all you guys fight each other, that you always fight each other.
Right. So it's like everyone plays each other so often. You get to see different
really
mind games
cool
and weird things. Like I'll do things against a Maple here that I would never do against any other Maple ever out of state.
And that's always fun.
Yeah, so thank you guys so much. To answer the haircut question before I leave, because you put it in all caps hats, and I love you. This hat's for you. I got the haircut because I don't like being touched, and so when I get a haircut, I get a big one. So that way I only have to do 1 or 2 a year. Yeah.
That's fair. I used to, when I had long hair, I just look in the mirror like, uh-oh, what happened?
Yeah.
Time to go.
Oh, and if I let it go too long, then my older manager goes, your hair is getting pretty long there, Steven, and that means get a haircut. So you kind of have to listen to him. He doesn't
You give it to
explicitly
him.
say it, but like,
You know.
yeah, if you don't, he's gonna like give you all the,
yeah.
the shitty work, and
You might as
yeah.
well just do it.
Yeah, you might as well just quit if you don't
And
do
at
it.
that point, it's just some hair. It'll come back.
Oh yeah, and plus, actually, the haircut lets me wear a hat because long hair on a guy, and I don't do ponytails. You have to have it like pulled back, otherwise it just kind of goes out like that.
It doesn't work.
Doesn't look good. It
Does
looks
not look
good
good.
on girls, like you
Absolutely.
get super sexy, but
Great.
it looks awful on me. So I get to wear
Terrible.
hats, and this is
Yeah.
my lucky hat now.
It's a great hat. You won. You beat Brick with it,
I got it today,
which
too.
is almost an accomplishment.
God bless. All right. Thank you, everyone, so much for tuning in. We'll be back on Thursday next week. Weeklies are staying on Thursday right now. They won't move, but we're debating on keeping monthlies on Fridays or keeping them Thursdays as well. So see you Thursday, and stay tuned for our next monthly. We'll make some announcements on the Twitter and in our Discord, and I'm sure Tuxedo will make some announcements that they're coming down as well, so you can tune in.
Absolutely.
And if you even want to come out, we'll figure out some way to get you guys housing, maybe even help you with gas, because fuck it, why not? Got to be close, though. But I would love to see some new faces out here.
Yeah, absolutely. It was fun.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Want to get drunk? Oh, yeah, of course.
$75 total, $10 per doubles free split, and then 65
Did he get his money for doubles? Because if not, I'll send it to him.
Yeah, he did.
Okay. So this is pre-split, you said?
Yeah, it's already split. So I got 10 set aside.
Okay, Vinny left. So I'll get it to him. Yeah. Okay.
I'll just give you 10 and you can pay Tyler.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Even then, once you're like, you know just as well.
Yes, they are. All right. Time to, did he win? Oh, he's not.
He's still playing right now.
And I'm going to send you a message saying I beat him. That way there's some sort of documentation.
Yeah, I mean, that'll just make it
It makes it easier than having it come out of my bank account. Send you a message, kind of detailed, but that way if we ever need to reference it, it's there.